Welcome to the series of videos that are created by the Office for Inclusivity and Change Disability Service. My name is Noluthando Ntsimango Teacher, and I am the Barrier-Free Access Specialist at the Disability Service. You can contact me telephonically on 021 650 5090 or via email at noluthando.ntsimango@uct.ac.za. This video will briefly outline my role as Barrier-Free Access Specialist at the university and how you can assist in creating a barrier-free UCT for students, staff, and visitors with disabilities. So firstly, we'll have a look at disability access at UCT. On the screen is a map of UCT Upper Campus. UCT Upper Campus is built on the slopes of Devil's Peak, and as a result, the campus can be quite steep. This can create access challenges for persons with mobility impairments. The Disability Service has developed a wheelchair access map for UCT Upper Campus, and this map can be found or accessed on the UCT website. The map outlines accessible routes, accessible toilets, and accessible parkings for persons with disabilities, just to mention a few. The map also indicates if a building has internal vertical access via lift or via ramp. Because UCT is continuously improving accessibility on campus, the map also requires continuous updates as well. So therefore, when you're accessing the map, please be mindful that the map you may access on the website might not have the latest information. Therefore, I would advise that when you access the map, please confirm or verify the information through myself. I will provide my contact details once again at the end of this presentation. After seeing the map of UCT's Upper Campus, you might wonder how persons with mobility impairments and those who are blind are able to walk independently on campus. Well, one of my roles is to conduct mobility orientation training for persons with mobility impairments, including wheelchair users and those who are blind. I provide two types of training: a general mobility orientation training. This training focuses on accessible routes, buildings, and just generally familiarizing the person with the campus. The second orientation training is a specialized mobility orientation. This training is based on a person's need. We specifically focus on the person's most frequently visited areas. For example, at the beginning of a semester, the student will come to me with a timetable which outlines their venues. The orientation training will only focus on those lecture venues and tutorial venues. We will work out the shortest and the quickest route for the student in order to always ensure that they arrive on time for their lectures and their tutorials. I also look at existing buildings and how we could make these buildings accessible for persons with disabilities. This mainly includes retrofitting. I also report on faulty lifts, damage to building infrastructure and or equipment, and also report temporary hazards, as this might create health and safety risks for persons with disabilities. One of the greatest opportunities is working on a new building. This means we have a chance to create a barrier-free building from the beginning. So my role is to advise the university on how to make these buildings accessible. Lastly, I also focus and assist students who are hard of hearing or deaf with assistive technology. These technology include frequency modulation system, vibrating alarm, and also vibrating doorbells. There are more than 30 UCT venues that are 100-seater and more that are equipped with an induction loop system across campuses. It is important if you are hard of hearing and you use a hearing aid, please contact me as soon as possible and I will guide you through the steps on how you could connect to the induction loop systems on campus. Now to the most exciting section of this presentation, how you can assist in creating a barrier-free UCT. Firstly, reporting a faulty lift. A lift creates a vertical access for persons with mobility impairments, including wheelchair users in a building. If a lift is faulty, a barrier is instantly created. So please report the faulty lift immediately or contact me and I will commence with the formal reporting process. Secondly, if you are required to publish a notice, for example, a change of venue, kindly send an electronic notice via email or via Vula. This will ensure that everyone is able to access the notice. Because if the notice is on a piece of paper, persons who are visually impaired or people who are blind will not be able to see the notice. Therefore, the notice will not be accessible to everyone. Thirdly, if you're organizing an event, please contact me and I will conduct a brief access audit on the venue and I will be able to advise whether the venue is accessible for persons with disabilities or not. Also, if you're a person with a disability and you have been invited to attend an event, you can also contact me and I will also conduct an access audit to ascertain whether the venue is accessible or not. And I will provide alternative venues to the event organizer. It is important that everyone at an event is able to fully participate and enjoy the event. We have come to the end of this presentation. Thank you very much for listening. You can contact me for any comments, advice, or questions. Contact me telephonically on 021 650 5090 or via email at nolutando.nsimango@uct.ac.za. Once again, thank you very much for listening and I hope you've learned a thing or two.